This mic is now on. So hey everyone online, and again thanks to our awesome in-person audience who, we're so glad to be here together with today. My name is Naomi, and I'm the Visual Arts Program Associate here. You're streaming in or sitting in here at JCal, so welcome. And today's program is a performance by artist pair Shreya Mehta and Barkha Patel behind me here. And it's called, yeah, that's right. It's called Art and Dance, Dialogue Between Art Disciplines. It'll be a 48-minute performance, correct? With a Q&A at the end. And just to connect this with our larger context here, it's part of the exhibition Encounters, which is presented by the South Asian Women's Creative Collective in partnership with JCal here. And so we would love for those of you online, if you haven't been in the gallery, to stop by. The show is on view until May 15th. So, and without further ado, I'll pass this mic over to for opening remarks by the artist.
So welcome. Welcome to an in-person live art and dance performance. We are inspired by the 5 elements: earth, fire, water, air, and ether. And we welcome you to be a part of this experience.
To begin, we're going to invite you to chant 5 ohms with us as we take a seat. Just relax. You can keep your hands in your lap, your feet grounded on the earth below. Close your eyes should you wish, and just flow with us. Drop your awareness to your heart center if that feels correct for you. Thank you. Earthing. Blessed are the feet that feel songs, healing and underlying meaning pulsing through the forest floor. Blessed are the feet that are bare, kissing the moistened soul, rediscovering their lover, the ground cover, and home once again. Blessed are the feet fully alive, fully awake, rewilding their soul. Blessed are the feet rooted deep, breathing with Mother Earth, beckoning her acceptance, her connection once again. Blessed are the feet celebrating being felt, rejoicing in union, rebirthing their soul. Blessed are the feet returning home, walking their truth, tensing their purpose, their sacred path once again. Fire test. Sita. Draupadi. din, din, tha, a, tha, din, din, tha, a, tha, din, din, ta, ta, trak, din, 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 tha, a, tha, din, din, tha, tha, tit, tha, din, 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 tha, tit, tha, tha, tit, tha, 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 din, din, tit, ta, ta, tit, ta, ke, trak, din, din, tha, a, tha, din, din, tha, tha, tit, tha, din, din, tha, tha, tit, tha, tha, din, din, tit, ta, ta, tit, ta, ke, trak, din, tha, din, tha, a, tha, din, din, tha, a, tha, din, din, tha, a, tha, din, din, ta, trak, din, na, din, tha, a. तीन गए धा 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 एक दो तीन चार पाँच धा धी गए धा धा एक दो तीन चार पाँच. Presenting a small putter that envelopes all the 5 elements that we presented within ether.
ये चार लय और नौ धातु पर है भिन्न
This concludes our performance. We're going to have a short Q&A. Please ask any questions you'd like. Thank you so much for being here.
Does anyone have any questions? Yeah.
It's like audio visual put live.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. So as we had earlier, we had said that these were inspired by the 5 elements. So if we saw, we started with earth, and earth flows into fire. And then fire flows into water. And then water flows into air. And it evaporates. And we're left with.
Ether.
So these were the 5 elements. And this is the flow that we wanted to create. As you could see, as a visual artist, I was very much inspired by the music and by her movements. Every time she would take a chakkar, is that what it's called? A chakkar, I would be making like a round thing on the floor or on the canvas or anywhere. And every time she stepped on the floor, I felt like I was making a mark on the painting. And I feel like that was a conversation that I realized. Yeah?
I guess the beautiful thing of this whole process has just been how we can bring together our different practices, of course, and share, like, I don't know, just experience shared meaning on certain things. I think when we first decided to do 5 elements, we were just kind of in this, like, we were entangled in a lot of ideas, and then we saw the sun, and we both just got really excited. I think the sun was rising, and we were headed to our residency, and truly we wanted to be in process. There was no kind of direction of, like, we want to come out with, we came out with, what, 7 new, I guess, pieces and series. I had no end goal on what dances I wanted to create, because oftentimes, we're just not, as artists, given enough time to process. We're always looking for an end product and what's the next thing, especially when we're, living in this content-driven world. So really, everything was just a process and just feeling. So we would, as you saw the air video, that was at the Baxter Preserve up in Salem, New York. It's gorgeous. You guys should go this summer. But being in nature, just connecting, just being quiet, and just letting the sun kiss your soul, letting the air just touch your face, your arm, feeling the ground and all the bugs too, with us. Just, it made us very present. And then we thought, of course, Saucy had this incredible opportunity for us to apply for, and it's perfect timing, just perfect timing for us. Are there other questions?
Yes. How did you decide to collaborate? Like, how did you guys come together?
Sure. The question is, how did we decide to come together to collaborate? You want to start?
Sure. So I've always followed Barkha and her dancing. And I think there was this one Instagram. It sounds funny, right? Like social media, but it's true. It was because of social media. We both decided to do an Instagram live, and that's where it started, like little something. But she danced, and on the live Instagram, I was painting. And at that time, I realized that there was a spark. There was a connection. And that's when I reached out. I said, this is not just something small. I think this can become bigger. What do you think?
Yeah, that was exactly it. We decided it should be something bigger. Shreya is on top of her game, so she found a studio for us. It was safe during the pandemic, of course. We did this in September. Yeah, it was great. I mean, we had a lovely studio space called Avari Studio. He blows glass in his studio, but he had a top floor where it wasn't so conducive to dance, again, which is okay, but we made it work. Might have broken some glass things he made, I'm just kidding, because of all the stomping. But yeah, that was it. That's how we came together. Any other questions? Are there questions on YouTube? Not yet. Yeah, I could start with this one. The question was, where do we see this process going? Is this the end? Is it the beginning? Where are we? Well, when Shreya and I spoke about the residency, my immediate thought when that idea came up was, we should really make this an interactive experience and not just something where the audience sits and observes, because if we can be in a place outside of at least for me as a dancer, off the stage and really interact with an audience, because I feel like especially with what we've gone through this year, last year, and currently, and of course, India is going through a lot right now, I think what is important and necessary is to bring forth an experience that can allow you to immerse and kind of just leave everything else at the door. So the goal and hope is that we can actually just have a huge room like this and move the audience through like wall to wall and have some crazy lighting, be splashing some paint everywhere, maybe having the audience involved in this process. And that concept of touching paint or sand, the sand art you see behind us or you don't, just engaging with us and inviting limited audience members during COVID, I guess, to kind of engage in this way. Yeah, go ahead.
That we were hoping that we would give you a little piece of sand or a little piece of paint so you could make your mark with us. And I think it is a collaborative, right? Like art, creation, dance, it's kind of like a flow. It's not an end piece. It's more of a journey so that we can just kind of be in touch with like who we really are inside and just let all that stress of running around, all that stress, just like let it fly away and just be in the moment and be present, kind of. Actually, I don't know because I don't think I know dancing that well to be in love with it. But yeah, I think the truth is I'm in love with creativity. When we both get together, we have books and we have thoughts and we have ideas, and that creativity, I get super excited. Today I said it's fine, whatever happens. I'm just so excited to see what we make, whatever artworks I make, whatever dancing you discover, and I think I'm in love with seeing that, be it dancing, and through the medium of music, connecting all three of it, right? Art, music, and dancing.
Yeah, just to reiterate, to be clear on the question, are you saying, so the audiences, I guess, on YouTube can hear properly, can you just restate your question once? Absolutely, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. Thank you. Yes. So the question, I guess, like the understanding was just that, like, how do you love one of the other art forms for you to come together in collaboration? I think adding and echoing onto what Shreya said, I mean, I like to paint, but I can't be a painter. I don't know. Like, I can create flat images, and that's great. But I do. So, I mean, I think what's beautiful between our collaboration or again, I think you guys can all hear it and see it. I think we thrive in like partnership. We thrive in good partnership, good collaborative partnership where the other can be heard, can be seen, and yes, I think like low key, I love what she does and she loves what I do. And I think that there is that connection because something about what I create has drawn her in to even be like, let's do an Insta Live. And I did when she first asked, I'm like, why? Like, why? And, because there's so much happening during the pandemic. And when she explained it, I was just like, okay, I connect with this. So that's a good question. Like, I guess there was a more human connection first, maybe, and then we dove deep into each other's art and then recognized how similar we are.
I have something interesting because there's so many, this is because of Saucy, if I said it correctly, right? South Asian Women's Creative. And one of the things that really connected me and Barkha was that we both are South Asian women with a cultural bound, with society, with expectations of us as artists. And I think we really had a lot of deep conversations on what it means to be a woman, what it means to be an artist, what it means to be both together. And that's really hard in today's world. And I think, honestly, before the Instagram Live, that was our conversation. That's true. Our conversation was, we both have that family, cultural, Asian background, we both have this bubbling creativity inside of us. Where do we take it out? How do we do this? And I think that's how we connected, because we both have that kind of fire to do this.
Thank you. No, that was perfect. I think Shreya said it all. We have, yeah, I forgot about that. We've had so many conversations at this point where she remembers a lot and I remember the other stuff. So it's been great. It's been good. We wish for this to expand. If anybody who's watching or would love to reach out and help us find ways to take this into other spaces, we welcome that. We invite it into our ether. And, hopefully this will expand more. Are there any other questions we can answer? Okay. All right. Thank you so much for coming, everyone. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Just to wrap everything up, thank you so much again for being here and the audiences online for watching. You can find out more about the exhibition at jcal.org/encounters, where you can also RSVP to visit the gallery anytime during the weekend or weekday or next Saturday as well. And for you guys, feel free to stick around and we'll kind of reset the gallery, but feel free to spend some more time with the other pieces as well. Yeah. Thank you so much.